Progressive Women's Movement of South Africa has called on all women in civil society groups, unions, faith-based organizations and government itself to join their protest march. The march is aimed at highlighting challenges faced by women in South Africa, particularly in the Eastern Cape province. Siphosethu Booi is our reporter following developments there. Siphosethu, good morning to you. So this particular march, and as mentioned in that introduction, it does appear that it is going to be led by the MEC of Social Development in the Eastern Cape. What exactly are some of the challenges faced by women in that province?
Good morning, Booi, and I think that the most important line that we should note in this story is the fact that gender inequality faces and it also impacts a lot of people's lives, especially in this particular province of the Eastern Cape. Here also in Gqeberha, where you find that certain positions in leaderships are always given to the majority, which is, of course, the men. Now, just to take us through to some of all the other things that they will be discussing and also addressing throughout the day today is, of course, MEC for Social Development and Women's League convener, MEC Bukiwe Fanta, who will just take us through to some of the other issues that they will be discussing throughout the day today, according to this march. Good morning, Mama, and thank you so much for your time. MEC, I think my first question to you would then be the importance of why this particular march was then held here in Gqeberha.
Good morning, Sethu, and good morning to your listeners. As women of the Eastern Cape province, led by the Progressive Women's Organization South Africa, we are shocked and embarrassed and disappointed by the recent appointment of the Mayoral Committee of Nelson Mandela Municipality, which is the majority of the voters are women. But the mayoral committee has reversed all our gains as women, having about one white woman in the mayoral committee and about 14 males at this day and age. After 150 years of our struggle as women of South Africa, in 2022 we have such arrangement. And we are here to make our mark as women. At no stage that we are going to tolerate that. That is not accepted. It is unconstitutional, and it is inhuman for us as women who are coming out in numbers to make sure that we are going to the polling station and vote whichever party. We don't care what party is that. We know each and every party, the majority of people that are voting there are women. At no stage that a DA-led government can marginalize the majority people of this Nelson Mandela. We're here to make that mark, to say, women, open up your eyes, open up and see the nakedness of DA-led government that is marginalizing you as women of this region.
Thank you so much, MEC Booi. That was, of course, MEC for Social Development, Bukiwe Fanta, making a mark with regards to the mayoral committee of the DA-led multi-party coalition, where there's only one councillor that is a female. And, of course, in previous coalition that was also led by the ANC, we saw that there were only 3 women also in that particular coalition, leaving 11 either being the majority in that particular committee as well. So I see that it's also going to be an issue of time, where they are pressed on time, and also the stance on sticking to the fact that enough is enough. Women don't only belong in the kitchen, but they also belong in spaces where they are also taking up leadership chairs as far as the committees are concerned.
Siphosethu Booi, thank you very much, and hopefully that discussion between yourself and the MEC will continue. The limited time in this hour may have prevented that. Hopefully Siphosethu is going to challenge the MEC. She's just said that there were 3 women in the previous council that was run by the ANC. Now it's been taken over by the DA. Well, the representation of women is just 1 female there, and the MEC making a note of that. But what do they have to say for themselves?